Yeah. Okay. I don't
Okay.
know.
We're
It just
recording
said,
now. We're recording now.
okay.
So this is one last question. We are your hosts, Jason Smith,
Hi.
aka the Tallest Man in Comedy, Carrie Bemis, aka the Paparazzi Hottie,
You're so
and
sweet.
this is our inaugural podcast. It's just a
It's gonna
question and answer format with everyday people
it's
because
gonna be painful.
everybody's got a story to tell.
Everyone does have a story. That
Right.
is true. That's why we set this
So
up.
right. So for our
Where
first
do I need to
episode,
look? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
so for our first episode, I, Jason, is going to interview my co-host Carrie, and we're just gonna have fun. If there's any question you don't want to answer that I ask you, Carrie, all you gotta do is say pass, and I'll go to the next question because it's not about making people uncomfortable or unhappy. It's about people being real and talking.
I like that option.
Yeah.
May I have a question real quick?
See, already you're going against the grain. I'm supposed to be asking the questions, but go ahead. Go ahead.
You're so funny.
We sleep in the same bed. I can't piss you off. Go ahead.
Where am I supposed to look? Like if I'm looking at you right now on my, does it look like I'm not looking at the camera? Should I look
It,
here?
it looks like you're looking at the camera.
So if I'm looking at your face, which I fucking love, I can look right there and it looks like I'm looking at the camamera. Or should
It
I look
does.
like this?
It does. You've always been cross-eyed, right? Is that?
You're so stupid. Okay, so I can look at you. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. I just want to make sure.
Okay. Uh, Carrie.
I love that we're doing this. I love
I
you.
do too. I do too. I think people will like us because
I hope so.
I don't know, like I have high hopes for humanity. It's only gonna get
Yeah,
better.
I guess,
Carrie,
yeah, yeah.
what is your full name?
Carrie Jean Bemis is my full name.
And do you like your name?
No, I don't like. Boy, you're starting off with a whopper here. Um, no, I don't. I really don't. I don't.
What don't you like about it?
All right. Okay, two things. I like the last name. I like the last name Bemis. It makes me feel proud and strong and like, right? Carrie, I don't I like Carrie, but I kind of don't because I wasn't named Carrie at birth and all that stupid story that you and I've talked about. And then Jean is like a family name that my mom also had. So I kind of have a weird thing. It's just me being like whatever and stupid, but it's okay.
Okay, so not happy but
I like
content.
my I like my last name. Yes.
All right,
I feel
last name's pulling all the weight.
yes, I feel comfortable with my last name, even though you know what I'm saying. I am who I am, so I'm comfortable with myself.
Right.
But I I guess I feel more confidence with my last name. But I think that goes with anybody else. Like, oh, you're a Smith, you're a Habaco, you're a Maynard. Like, you know what I mean? They always use their last name as like a pride type of thing.
Right.
So maybe that's part of it.
Okay. Um, how old are you?
35. No, I'm just joking. I'm 47.
And how do you feel about that?
I'm fine with it. I'm actually looking forward to being 50, tell you the truth.
Okay.
I've told you before, I'm going to live till I'm 103.
Right.
So truly, like, age doesn't bother me. It's the shit that comes with age that is
Right.
bothering me because I know
Oh,
I'm going to be here for a long time.
yeah.
So I know that, like, oh, kids are coming out, right?
No, they went to the bathroom. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I feel like I don't care about the number. It's the shit that comes along. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say. It's the stuff that comes along with it that bothers me more. And
Yeah.
I'm going to be here for a long time. Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah, 103. You're not even halfway there yet. So
Oh.
It's
No,
it's 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 not a
thank you.
sprint, it's a marathon. Like, save your energy.
Right? You're so
Um,
funny. You're so
where do
funny.
you work?
I work at a place called Plating Perceptions.
And what is the business model for Plating Perceptions? How do they make money?
They chrome plate, and if I can say this correctly, I'm not good at science, but I think it's like electrode.
Electrolysis?
I don't know. It's chrome plating. They do CAD plating and passivate,
Okay.
but it goes in a vat of liquid, but electricity comes in there and makes it stick to the part. I do like little. I work in a place that does little parts for or big or whatever parts for the government and airplanes
Well, now,
landing what is it
well,
called?
now the NSA is going to have to kill you. So you shouldn't have said that. But okay, so they do plating for parts for aircraft and stuff. Won't
Landing
rust.
gears.
Landing gear, right. Reduce the wind resistant. The stuff won't rust. All that type of stuff.
So funny. Okay.
Do you like working there?
I do. I do like working there. Overall, I would say yes, I do like working there. Yes, I do.
Okay, that's fair. Um, do you think you'll still be working there in a few years?
Yes,
Okay. Um,
I do.
okay. All right.
I mean, I have higher hopes, but no, I think I will be.
Okay. I got it. Um,
It's just sweet.
name something that makes you smile every day.
Jason Smith.
Oh, you're sweet.
It's true. It's the first thing
Well,
that came to my head.
now you're just currying favor with the interviewer.
Well, that was the first thing that came to my head.
Name something else.
Mm. You know what? That's sad that I don't have anything else.
Okay. Well, if you don't, you don't.
Yeah, it's kind of sad though, but
I mean,
I like it.
no pressure on me to be your only happy thing. Set the bar real high. Got it. Thanks.
You're my link to all my happiness.
Right. Is I'm the bridge to everything, and without me, life's terrible. Good to know.
Okay, wait a minute. My children.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good.
So funny. You're so funny.
Hey, I appreciate that. You mentioned your children. How many kids do you have?
I have 3 children.
What are their names?
Lennon, Harrison, and Xavier. And they have awesome freaking names.
They do.
I
They
have
do.
one. This is what I tell. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
When people ask me, "Oh, you have," usually people will go like, they seem kind of surprised. I'd be like, "Oh yeah, whatever." I have kid. They're like, "Oh, you have kids." I hear that a lot for some reason. Like people will go, "Oh, you have children," probably because not that I look younger. I think it's because I act very immature for my age, and so I think they're surprised, and they're very surprised when I say that I have 3 children. Truly, they're surprised by that. That's happened a lot, and I get it.
Yeah.
But um, what was that? What was your question? Sorry.
Then I was asking the names of your children, which you told me.
Lennon, Harrison, and Xavier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are your children?
Oh shit. Okay. Lennon is he's 22. Harrison is 20 and Xavier's 18.
Okay.
Is that correct?
It is correct. Yes, that is correct. Good, you passed. You can still be their mom, because that was woo. That was like a final exam right there. You messed that up.
I know. Do you know on
You get
Lennon
demoted
and
to
like
stepmom, foster
to-
mom.
Foster? Because I remember Lennon was in T-ball and they did these things where you had to do pictures and you can do like shit. What are those things when like baseball cards or whatever? Are they called baseball cards?
Uh,
Professional players and you
yeah,
collect them.
baseball cards.
Baseball
Yeah,
cards.
yeah.
Right. So okay. So Lennon, he started whatever, and I was like all into it. Like it was pre-drug, so I was all into it, right? And then I signed up for pictures, and of course I got him like the biggest package, and it was baseball cards, and I put the wrong year that he was born.
People make mistakes. It's only human.
Isn't that so funny? It's so funny. So when I asked you at the comedy club that night, what year? Like I was being serious. Like I have a
Yeah,
hard time with remembering the years they were born.
right. Well, that's
I
okay.
just do. I just do.
Right.
It's just I don't know. I think it's funny. I just do.
It is funny.
You're better at math than I am.
Well,
You're so cute. I love
everybody's
that
good at
shirt on you.
something, whatever, math, whatever, it doesn't matter.
You're very cute. I like that shirt on you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I like it when you wear that shirt. Lucky. It's so you. Truly it is. I really like when you wear that shirt.
I saw a bumper sticker on the ride home today. It says, "I only beat two things: the odds and my meat."
That's
But
freaking awesome.
the interesting thing was I sped up because I thought it said the odds and my wife. I swear to God. I'm like, that can't say that. There's no way dudes roll around. But it was like a tricked out Camaro with like the thing on the back where it was like a shade in like layers. Like I was like, no way this guy has this bumper sticker. I beat my wife. Like that is just
I love
poor, poor
Oh my God.
advertising,
No,
right? Like first date. Oh, you have a wife and you beat her? Like there's no way you're getting laid. Like that'd be so stupid. And sure enough, it didn't say my wife. It said my meat.
I love you so much. We're so different. Because I was thinking you were going to say, I was actually hoping that you were going to say my meat and my wife. I swear to God. I swear to God. I just didn't want to interrupt you while you were talking, but
Yeah.
I wanted to say, oh, he beats his wife? That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's
You
hilarious.
like the
That's
shirt. It
good.
says lucky, lucky, gambling, gambling. I beat the odds. Like, there's a whole thing. It was a whole
That's
flurry of
hilarious.
thoughts. Yeah.
That's hilarious. I love that. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. That's funny.
What
You're so
do
sweet.
you, oh, you're sweet. What do you think like the best day you ever had that you can remember? What day was it? What'd you do?
Oh, wow. I, I think I have to think about that for a while. I honestly couldn't give you like a legit answer right now.
Right, right. I know that's a tough question.
It is a tough question
Yeah, that's a
because I'm
curveball. That's
47
yeah. Well, you know what? We'll let
and I,
your subconscious think about it. We'll move on, and
yeah,
then
I
maybe
like
you'll think.
that.
Yeah, we'll think about it later.
It's a
Uh,
great question. It's a great question. You know, I've had a lot of beautiful things happen to me in my life,
right, right.
but
It's hard to narrow it down to just one. I think in the future, I think the question should be, tell me of a beautiful memory you have. I think that would have been more eloquent
no,
and less like choose one. You can only have one good day ever. Like so,
Jason, no,
learn as we go.
I love that question. So don't doubt
Oh,
yourself. I love that question. I think
oh,
that's
thank you.
great. And I think it's fine that I have to think about it because
Absolutely.
if I wasn't being honest, I'd go, oh, the birth of my children, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So, no, you don't have to do anything better.
Well, whatever.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I appreciate your support. What's your favorite color?
Black.
Why?
Um, I don't know. I feel comfortable. It's not because it makes me, it's not because it makes me look thinner. I just, I just feel comfortable in that dark color. I'm drawn to the dark. It makes me feel comfortable
Okay.
being black. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm drawn to darkness.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm not ashamed of that.
nor should you be. Trying to think of a good question that's not like overly deep.
You're so sweet. Do whatever you
You
want
want
to
to
say.
wade into the deep
I get
end too soon.
I get a pass. So whatever you want to say. I'm
Okay.
enjoying my time with you and I love you. And
I'm
here's go ahead.
I'm enjoying my time with you as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, and the cool thing is when we end this video, we can go and have sex.
Absolutely.
Right. So don't
Um,
worry about it, baby.
absolutely. Uh,
You're so
who's your
sweet.
favorite celebrity?
Oh, now stop it. I have a few. All
Okay, who's your top 3?
right, top three. I mean, Courtney Love.
Okay.
Courtney Love. Of course, I got to go with Courtney Love. Come on.
Yeah.
Top three celebs. At this moment in life, because I've had many as my life is, my age has
I
changed.
understand. Yeah.
But right now, at this moment, the thing I'm thinking of course, is Courtney Love, Marilyn Manson, and another third one. Let me think. Man, I really like shit. I should know her name. She's an actress. Darn it.
What was she in?
Oh, I have two of them. One is um Angelina Bassett, I think her name is.
Angela
And
Bassett?
Angela Bassett. I'm sorry, because I got her name wrong. She was my favorite. And then there was the other one where crap. She was in she played Elizabeth, the Queen. Crud, I should know.
In The Crown?
No, no, it was the movie, The Queen. It was a movie. It was like she was like Queen Elizabeth. She played Queen Elizabeth, Henry VIII's daughter, the redhead. Um,
Oh, and the one
man, I can't believe I can't
Henry
remember.
Cavill was in it. It was like Henry VIII or something. We watched it on Netflix like years ago, and it was the
I should
redhead
be able to
daughter.
remember. It was the daughter. But she's been in other movies, and she's so beautiful, and she's blonde. She's just so beautiful. I'll
Okay,
think of
well,
it. I'm
it,
sorry. And Angela Bassett, and I like her, and I just can't remember the name.
okay.
But I would
So,
say the two. I'll say two. In this moment in my life, it would be Courtney Love and Marilyn Manson.
okay, and what do you like about those two people?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know them personally, but I feel like their words or their lyrics or whatever I can get. I feel that they are honest, and a lot of people don't like them, and they were able to be who they are and say F it, like, right? And they made like a whole career. Like, I don't know.
Right.
I admire them. I admire, like, that takes a lot of guts to do that. I've
You
wanted to do that.
you admire that they engage the world on their own terms rather than conforming and said, "This is who I am," and hate me or love me. This is who I am, and I'm not going to change.
I
I am okay with being different.
I do, but however, they did conform a bit. They knew I have to conform just enough, right? They wanted to be famous. In my opinion, I don't know their brain. In my opinion, They wanted to be famous, right? They wanted to make a mark on this world. And they both did, bad or good, whatever. People mostly don't like them. They think they're evil or they're bad. But they knew I have to keep it right there. So, like, they're very good. They were just very good. Like, they still are who they are, but they're able to still have people that go, oh, like Britney. Britney's one of them too. Like, seriously, like, everyone loves her, right? Britney Spears. Everyone loves her, loves her, loves her. And then she
They
goes away,
used
everyone's
to,
like,
yeah.
oh, honey. And then it's like, oh, she's nuts, she's nuts. And everyone's like, oh my God, Britney Spears. You got a few fans. But then, like, she makes this comeback, and people are like, oh yeah, Britney Spears. They didn't have to do that. It was kind of like, this is who I am. But they still knew that they still needed people to like them just enough
Well,
to keep them relevant.
is it fair
And
to
I just
say,
like that they're fucking smart. They're fucking they're smart.
yeah, I would say it's fair to say that you can't get anywhere in this world without some level of compromise.
And acceptance, right?
Right. So it's just about what are you willing to compromise on? And I feel if you compromise too much to what your parents want, your manager wants, the record execs want, then you're just getting pimped out like Britney did, and then you're dancing with knives in 20 years when your fame and looks have faded a little bit, and
Yeah.
you're looking for the attention that you can no longer get because you're not the it girl anymore. Just my
Yeah.
analysis. I'm not saying
Yeah.
Britney did anything wrong. Who's going to turn down? We're going to make you a star. We're going to make you world famous. You're going to have millions of dollars. Who has it in them to turn that down? However,
Right.
I feel Courtney Love and Marilyn Manson, nobody ever wrote their songs. No one ever decided what was in their lyrics or their music videos. They had a more active approach of I care about
I have to
saying
do it. I have
right,
to do
right,
it.
right, right. They were a little more
Right.
determined to make it reflect who they were,
Hmm.
and life is strange because sometimes you can pretend to be someone else, and then rejection doesn't hurt. But however, I feel the
Hmm.
bad side of that is then your accomplishments are kind of hollow because they're not your accomplishments, it's persona's accomplishments. You could probably talk to Larry the Cable Guy about that. I would feel that Dan Whitney maybe doesn't feel like he's a gifted comic. He just feels he can make people laugh in that persona, which
Who's
is
Dan Whitney?
that's the real name of Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh,
He
I
just
didn't
plays a
know that.
character on stage of Larry the
Really?
Cable Guy. His
I
real
never
name's
knew
not
that.
Larry. He was never a cable guy.
Oh my God, you're so smart. I never knew that.
So he can get people to
Even
laugh in that persona, and as someone who's done a tiny bit of
okay.
stand-up comedy, it feels
Yeah.
good to be on stage and make people laugh. That's a great feeling. But
Yeah,
I
of
I
course.
always wondered if he
You've done
always
it.
felt like, yeah, I've achieved this money and success, but I did it as Larry the Cable Guy. Britney Spears did it being who people told her
Hmm.
Britney Spears was supposed to be,
Hmm.
and sometimes certain decisions, it takes years for things to surface. I mean, most people don't shave their head
Hmm.
bald because they're high on coke, and there could be lots of reasons for that. But I think if you feel you have no freedom in your life, at a certain point, you're going to break bad.
Oh, of course. If you have no freedom, then F it, right?
Right.
I have no freedom. So that means no matter what I do, someone's going to, even though if you could, you know what I'm saying? Someone's going to cover it up. I have no freedom of who I am. So, whatever. I think I could be a monstrosity if someone took all my freedom away. Like,
Right.
and if it's going to cover it up, like, Yeah, man, go crazy. That's interesting what you just said about their persona because, like you said, like the Larry the Cable Guy. I didn't know his real name. Marilyn Manson. Brian Warner's his real name, right? Courtney
Right,
Love. That's not her real name. She was born Courtney, but it was Courtney Harrison.
right,
But, and I'm not dogging because I believe that both of them, Marilyn Manson is, Brian Warner is Marilyn Manson. That's him.
right.
Unfortunately, I feel like he just had to have that persona. Like he had to make up this thing because the times are different, man, when he started, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Courtney Love, the
yeah.
same thing. Like as
Earlier
well.
you were playing a Kiss video, and
Yes.
they got up on stage the first time in full makeup to hide themselves from the audience. Jim Morrison performed the first time at the Go Go in LA with his back
Hmm.
turned to the stage because the stage
Right.
fright would kill him if he was facing the audience.
Right.
So
But go
there
ahead.
is intimidation to performing, to you're on stage and
Yeah.
dozens, maybe hundreds of people, maybe thousands in some cases are looking at you, and
It's
there's a pressure there, right?
of course. And I would think, I don't know their brain, I would think it's easier to dissociate yourself. I'm not Carrie Bemis. I'm this person now. However, when you're that person, which I pretend to be Marilyn Monroe, obviously, it's now I have to fucking be that person. Like it's wild. However, my point was going to be Kurt Cobain didn't do that.
No, he did not.
That was his real name.
Yeah.
He didn't have a stage name. And I'm not dogging. I'm not because I love Courtney. I'm not dogging it. She didn't change her for whatever. I'm not dogging any of that. But I always thought that was wild that he was just I'm just Kurt Cobain. Now he wasn't a freaking angel like everyone wants to go, oh, he was a girl. Whatever. Yeah, he was a good person. He was a nice person, let's say.
Yeah.
I'm sure he hurt a lot of people. Obviously, he did. He hurt people's feelings like everyone else does. He's not this angel that everyone wants to make
No.
him to be. Was he a beautiful artist? Absolutely. Oh my God, he changed my
Yeah.
life. He changed my life. He changed my life, truly. But I always found that really cool. Like, not cool. I don't know what the word is. I guess it stuck out to me that he never really changed. He didn't change his name.
Not at all. And I don't really think that.
And I'm not dogging on Marilyn or Courtney for doing that.
No,
I'm really not because if
no.
I was in there, if I were to be you better believe I would change. I wouldn't go, oh, it's Carrie Bemis. No way, man. No way. I would definitely change my name. If someone
Yeah.
said, hey, this will get you, absolutely, let's do it. I would.
Yeah.
I just always thought that was, it just always stuck out to me that he never changed his name.
I think
That's kind
I
of
never,
wild.
yeah, I never met him. It always came across to me through his music, his lyrics, that
Yeah.
maybe he had accepted the world as it was and
Mhm.
didn't see any point in
I think he gave up.
he didn't see any point in being mean to an individual, a specific person, but he was angry at what the world was. But you can't blame one specific person for the way the world works. It's just a general sadness
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
for how things work, because he was a very smart individual, and he saw what it is to be a teenager and the angst. He saw um
Right.
oh, hold on, I lost connection to my camera.
I see that. I'm still here though. I don't know if it's still recording, but I'm still here.
it
I
is
do
it
I
is
hear your
still
voice. I don't see your
recording.
face.
I'm gonna try to.
I see my face on half screen and yours on the other. I'll just keep talking because who cares? But I can hear your voice. But I totally get what you're saying. I I think that like Kurt was just like, well, listen, like I don't know him, whatever, right? I never met him. I don't know his brain. The image or the ideology that I've read or heard or watched his interviews, he just seems to be kind of like lazy. Like it would take too much time to come up with a fucking fake name, right? Or a different name. Like whatever, I don't care, like that type of thing. Which unfortunately, you know what? Unfortunately for Courtney because it makes him seem very endearing, right?
Yeah,
Someone who comes across as this passive, wow, he's sensitive, right? And this angelic figure, like, wow. And he's like this songbird of my generation, and he knows my heart, man. He can see through it. And no one knew him, but he was able to reach this huge generation of people. And then he's married to Courtney, who he's in love with, who's just a little louder than he is,
yeah,
you know? And so she's the bad guy, he's the good guy. I don't know. That's just my interpretation of Kurt. This is from watching interviews because whatever, I'm a go-go fan, whatever. But like, yeah, he was a very kind. I feel in his soul he was very kind, but so is Courtney. She loved him very much. He would not have loved her, hun, if he didn't see the good in her. He wasn't stupid. I don't like when people go, "Oh, Courtney like ran over him and oh, he made." I don't like that. He wasn't dumb. She took care of him, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with her sheltering him. And that's what he wanted. He needed it. That's just my opinion.
yeah. I mean, they worked well together for a
Yes.
few years, very well together. They helped each other out immensely. They had a kid
And
together. They were married. Like it's
well,
not. No one's
you
sitting here saying that
you throw
Courtney Love
drugs.
and Kurt Cobain never loved each other, or they didn't support each other, or they weren't a big part of each other developing
Yeah,
as a person, because all that's true beyond a shadow of a doubt.
I don't want to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
We have to take in consideration I was 17 years old. I'm 47 now. And now that I'm older, I see they were in their 20s and they were drug addicts, and I can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? You and I we've madly been in love, fallen in love with each other, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a drug bond, it's a trauma bond.
Absolutely.
But I think through all of that, if he would have still been alive, I do think they would have figured it out, like you and I. Maybe I'm a romantic, but that's what I think.
Got you.
But I don't know. Who knows? That's just whatever. You're
I
so
called you
sweet.
the paparazzi hottie. Why did I call you that? Where'd that come from?
Because I joined a what is that called? Whatever. It's a
Multi-level marketing.
multi, and yeah, and no one you don't need to know because someone else on top can explain it, right? Yeah, because I joined that, and then I'm struggling to decide if I should get out of it. I want to.
So what does it entail being in it?
Well, I just have a shit ton of jewelry, which I really like. I really do. I just don't like the structure of it. And I told Sharita, who, of course, multi-level marketing, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I love her very much, and I don't think she has bad, like, she's not, has no bad, I really believe, and who knows, whatever, I don't know. I like her very much. um I like the stuff, I really do. I don't like the structure of it. I don't like that. I just want to be like, all right, yeah, if I want to buy it, I'll buy it. If I want to sell it, I'll sell it, whatever, you know? I don't like the pressure of the stuff. I don't like the pressure of the shit. And I did tell her that. I talked to her, I think last week, and I said, I'm not digging this anymore. I'm not digging the structure. I don't care for it. I think it's my pride. I won't stop because it's another one of those things where I fucking didn't follow through on.
I understand.
I was good, man, for a while. I did really, really
Right.
good.
And
And something happens or whatever, and it's just like, fuck it, right? And
yeah.
I fucking plummet. Same thing with like freaking the the vintage stuff. Like I'm really good at something, and I hit that peak, and I go, I don't know.
So is it safe
Anyway,
to
I
say
sell
you
jewelry. I sell jewelry.
okay? So is it safe to you enjoy the challenge of doing it and the build up to being successful, but then once you're successful, you lose interest? Is that fair?
I I don't know what it is. I don't think I lose interest. I can just see that the peak isn't going to continue. I can see it. I can feel it. I
Okay.
remember being like, there was a point, Jay, I was making like, honestly, like 1,000 to like $1,200 a week in selling this jewelry. And then like I had my goddaughter buying all this jewelry, and she's like, "Oh, well, I can't afford it all." And I was like, I called her after a show and was like, "No, what are you doing? Don't do this. No, it's just jewelry. I'll have it. Don't stop." It made me feel really bad, you know, because
Like you were exploiting people.
that's how I felt.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So the minute I started feeling that, it was kind of at like I was really peaking, man. Like I really was for like a first time person, whatever. I was like peaking. And if I would have looked past that idea, man, I know, I couldn't. I felt bad. I thought, no, this isn't. No, no. I don't want people going, well, can I pay you like next week, or can I pay you over jewelry that costs $5? Like, no,
Right.
I'm not. That's how I feel.
So I know some people like a guy that sells crack would say if they don't buy it from me, they're gonna buy it from somebody else.
Hmm.
So me selling crack, not selling crack doesn't change a thing. But that wasn't your mentality. You felt like did you feel like they were buying it because they they knew you or liked you more than they actually wanted the jewelry?
I think it was a combo of they liked me and they trusted me and they thought they liked my company. It made them, and then of course the jewelry's cute. I love the jewelry. It really is. I really do love the jewelry. Like when I'm like, oh my God, this is so cute. I believe that, but I felt like it was more of on a personal level, and that's not what I guess I didn't realize that that's what it would turn into. I didn't know, like, oh, a Facebook Live would turn into you're having these relationships with people, because there was a point
Yeah.
there where I had all these people, right? And they would, I probably I didn't tell you this because there's a point, whatever. They would message me privately and be like, "Oh, I was so depressed and your show, whatever." And it was like, "Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool." But I could tell like they I don't know. I felt bad. I would rather come on a show and just talk to people than have to sell them something. And so it made me feel bad that like she's gonna come on my show and she'll buy some stuff just so she has a connection. I don't know. It makes me feel bad. I don't like that.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think you verbalized it very cutely.
You're sweet.
So it's fine.
You're sweet.
Um,
You're so sweet.
thank you.
I'm struggling with it though. I really want to stop, but I feel guilty.
It's
I feel
stopping.
guilt. I feel guilty telling Sharita I'm done.
Mm.
I do. I feel guilty because at one time I was like one of her like I was we're doing really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just in here.
Right. No, that's a lot of factors at work. Is it?
Well, and
Is
it
it
has something to do with her because she doesn't pressure. She really doesn't.
no, I know.
I was newly sober, right? My focus was on that. I'm all or
Right.
nothing. Yeah, it was all that kind of into it, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of factors.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm not, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry if I didn't say you're right when you first said that, but that's true. Yeah,
Oh no, you don't have to apologize. It's fine.
so sweet.
Um, trying to think of a good question.
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me. Of course, you can ask me a question.
I was thinking about this today, and I know it's hard. Like you were like, "Oh, what's your like most favorite moment?" Like, give me your top three. There was a moment in your life. I don't know what it was. Maybe okay. Hold on. Top three comedians that you just find funny, like you'd like, not whatever. Like the top three that come to your head.
I really like. Um, I mean, the best guy to ever be a stand comedian was Richard Pryor, and
Total.
it's well established. However,
Yeah.
he has been dead for many years,
Yes.
and human memory can be short sometimes. And it's not like I can watch one of his specials right now and completely relate to it, being it was filmed decades ago.
Okay.
So I'm just going to give you the three living comedians that I care for
Dead
the
or alive,
most.
whatever, whatever,
Right.
whatever.
I'm going to give you my top three live comedians, and I would say it would be Bill Burr, um,
Hmm.
Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, with John Mulaney being an honorable mention. So that's who I would name. Uh, they're all, but there's a lot of people that are
You're so funny.
really good
I,
at comedy, and I'm not trying to slight anyone I didn't mention, but those would be the three that like I've watched one of their specials and been like wow, like really like an artist with the words they choose to say and the way they present their material, because it's more than just making people laugh. It's
hmm
also sharing about their life. It's also saying some hard truths. Um, so they're really talented artists, and I admire them greatly. It's not an easy thing to get on stage and make people laugh, and
Yeah.
but you're also not a clown. You also want their respect, and
Hmm.
that's a real hard it's a real hard line to manage, and it's not just throwing out stupid one liners. It's also telling a story. So it's something that's easy to be mediocre at, and damn hard to be good at. So those are my three.
Okay. You're just so funny.
Why?
Because you have to like, you have to be like, well, these were dead, but I'm going to tell you the ones alive. You're just so cute. You're just so cute.
This is like
I just had whatever. It's not a big deal. I'm not
I
criticizing.
can't.
I'm not
You know, you.
criticizing.
No, I know you're not.
I
I know
thought it
you're
was
not.
cute. I thought it was
I
cute.
know. I know. When you bring it up, I feel like I have to justify it because you can't completely control the way your brain works.
Right. I was just
You
asking
know,
you a
it like
question.
all the shit that made your brain work the way it works happened years ago. So then
Yeah.
when you're in your 40s, it's like, oh, my brain works like this. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I think I've expressed that, but
Yeah.
yeah, I just thought all I said was I thought it was Cupid.
Well, how
That's
dare
it.
you? How
I
dare
know.
you give me a compliment?
Well, I know. I know. I know. I like that we're doing this. I think it's really
I do
cool.
too. We have less than 15 minutes left.
Okay. Suck
So
it to me. Should we record the last the last 15 minutes of us having sex?
no, I don't think that would be appropriate.
Maybe we would get sponsors if we did that. I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe Vibrant.
not not necessarily the sponsors we want. I don't need Extends offering me a spokesperson agreement. Small big joke. Ayo.
Not true.
It's not, but it's, you know.
No, it's not, ladies. Oh, mama, he's 6'5". Okay, 13 size shoe. Wait, it's the other way. See, it's backwards. There we go.
Um
You're so sweet.
well, thank you, sweetheart.
I enjoyed your questions.
Oh, thank you. Let me give me a minute.
Well, here's the thing. We need at least 50 subscribers because we want to do this live.
Right.
Because how much fun. I just want to interact. And
Right.
all it is, if we can go live, we want to have people on here to like ask questions because everyone
Yeah.
has a story. Every single person has a story. Yes, we
Right.
didn't get into like my whole whatever. It's the tip of the iceberg. You get to know who I am, that type of stuff,
Right.
right? It's just like the little bit of it. It's the onion, you're right. You're peeling that little first layer. We want to interview people no matter who they are. It doesn't matter. I would go
Right.
down at the gas station right now and grab the freaking Circle K attendant and go, hey, come talk to me. And I would
Right.
love that because everyone has a story. So
Right.
just
And
subscribe.
actually, it's kind of
Subscribe.
ironic because celebrities are the people that normal people can identify with the least, and yet they're the most interviewed.
Apps.
So it's kind of people
Go
will
ahead.
be attracted to someone that is just a person, just a normal person.
But you say we identify with them as the least people. It's not true. We find we everyone wants to be fucked. Everyone wants to be famous, man. Everyone wants to be loved like that. So we find those value, those things in those celebrities. Oh yeah, I relate to that. Oh yeah, that
You
person, right?
Yeah, but you admire them and you respect what they've accomplished, but you can't quite identify with them because their circumstance is so far removed from what yours is. I mean, that's
Yeah,
how
but
I feel. That's how I feel.
oh, okay. Well, no, okay, okay.
So like Kim Kardashian, can you identify with her?
I can identify with the fact that she wants to be loved and she wants to be beautiful and she wants to be remembered and she wants nice clothes and look the best she can and be freaking famous and just be an icon. Absolutely. Yeah,
So you
that's how
can
I
identify
identify.
with her ambition.
Absolutely. I mean, but yeah, she inspires people with that. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like yeah. Why wouldn't you want to be her? those women that say, "Oh, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it." Now stop it. Why wouldn't you want to be her?
Of
She's
course,
absolutely. Go ahead. Sorry.
of course, you want to be her because you
Right.
admire her, but you don't say she's just like me, which would mean you identify with her. Like,
Not her. No.
right. So I'm saying that, like, she gets interviewed, she's on red carpets, people want to talk to
Okay.
her, but
Okay.
what does
No.
she have in
Okay. You're
common with
right.
like you? Like
You're
nothing.
right. You're right. You're right. I never made that distinction before. You're correct. You're right.
Right.
I
So if we
admire. I admire it. You're right.
right. So if we get the guy at Circle K and he comes on and I ask or you ask him or we ask him questions,
I
someone
just
could
want to
say,
know where he's
why are
coming
you
from.
interviewing this rando from Circle K? They might say that, but here's the thing.
I want to know
We're
where he's coming
we're
from.
what's that?
I just want to know who he is. I just want to know where he's coming from. I just want
Right.
to know his life.
Right, right. And in him talking about his life, it's probably going to be like a lot of people's life. Because even though
Right.
everyone thinks that their experience through life is totally unique, there's actually a, a multitude of similarities between different things that happen to you. They happen to other people too.
Right.
So interviewing a normal person is not famous, he's not rich, he's just a person.
Hmm.
That's interesting because
I I think so.
once you get your hands dirty and get into what's going on, what happened to you, where are you going, where have you been, what happened, like that's something that people will be able to relate to because they are a normal person.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree with you, and that's why we set this YouTube channel up.
Absolutely.
So I
We got about 9 minutes left.
I enjoy it. I just want it's just this. If you like it, subscribe. I would like that. I would like to go live with this and we
Yeah.
have someone on and we're interviewing them. Like I said, it's like a normal person and I would just like that.
So
Subscribe if you want. If you don't like it, whatever. I don't care. If you want to be here, subscribe. But I need at least 50 people, or we need at least 50 people. That's what I read on Google to go live. And I would like to go live with it. I really
yeah,
would.
yeah,
So,
absolutely. So you
well,
told
because people are going to think of questions that we don't think of. So,
absolutely.
yeah.
So you told me about you. You told me about your kids. Tell me about
Mhm.
your parents.
In 9 minutes?
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have a sister and I have a brother. My sister's name is Kelly. My brother's name is Kevin.
Okay. Um,
I'm the youngest. Kelly's the oldest. Kevin is the middle. I'm the
okay.
youngest.
Do you have nieces and nephews?
I have a ton, ton.
A ton.
A ton. You know I like that word. It's a ton.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're related on both sides. That's a whole discussion. But yeah, no incest, but so we're I have a lot. I have a
Okay.
lot.
Yeah.
My mother was a sibling of like 11 other children.
Oh wow.
I think my dad, there was a total of five, I
Okay.
think. But my mom, I think there was 12 children, I believe, that my mom was one of those 12, I believe.
Wow.
You never
That's
knew that? I never told you that?
um
Yeah,
yeah, it's just it's
it's a
that's
lot.
above a big family. That's like a clan, man. You could field a baseball field with 12 people.
Totally,
It
right?
only
Yeah,
takes 9. You got 3 people sitting on the bench.
right? Totally. Yeah. My mom and my father met because my dad's sister was dating my mother's brother. So there's no like blood, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It'd be like your sister dating my brother.
Right.
They hook up, okay?
Right.
And then we meet and we hook up. There's no blood relation, but
Right.
it's like whatever.
But it's
Oh, whatever.
Right.
So
It's
I like Dusty and Mandy and Jesse and David, D- Denise and Tammy. We're related on both sides of the family. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it.
I have a good family. I love my family. They're really cool, man. They're fun.
Well, that's awesome. Sometimes in life, it, it's not good, and having
Yeah.
family and friends, having that support system is crucial to your survival.
Yes.
So if you have close family and friends, your partner, that your kids, that's that can really turn the course of your life when you're at pivotal moments.
Absolutely. I will add, my mother's name was Frankie. My father's name was Kevin.
Hmm.
Um, my niece Carly has a little baby that she named Frankie, and that's really kind of neat. Everyone likes that. It's really kind of neat. I think that's worth. Oh, because both my parents are gone. They passed away. So you know that, of course, but other people don't. But I don't know. I think it's worth saying. I guess I wanted to give Carly a little shout out.
Yeah, your
That was brave.
siblings
That
though,
was brave of her to do that. It was brave of her to do that, I feel.
yeah, your siblings though, they're still here.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
good.
goodness.
Yeah,
It's the only family I really like have from that side. So yeah, thank goodness, you know?
right. Yeah. Well, I just have one last question. Are you
Mm-hmm.
happy?
I am very happy.
Well,
It's
that's what
very
it's all
beautiful.
about.
It's a very beautiful question.
Well, thank you. I feel
I
that
enjoyed my time with you. That was really
I,
sweet.
I enjoyed my time with you too, Carrie. And for the next episode, Carrie is going to interview me. So I'll be the one on the hot seat.
Yeah. We already are hot, baby.
Ow, ow.
All right, so let's end this video so I can get you naked. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, let's do
Do
it.
you stop it or do I?
I think I'm gonna hit leave I'm gonna hit end recording and it's gonna end.
All right. Let's make sure before we start saxing because we don't want.
That's right. Right. We don't want to get banned off YouTube. Is that revenue stream?
No, because then we'll have to go to Only's fan, right?
Right,
OnlyFans. Is that what it
right,
is?
right. Yeah.
I love
Hey,
you.
if you're listening to this now or in the future, well, you can't be listening now. It's not live yet. If you're listening in the future, we appreciate you listening. You guys have a
Yeah.
great night.
Thank you for being at the end, and please just subscribe if you like us. But it'll be fun, I promise you.
All
All
right.
right.
Bye.
Bye.